So this is a poem. I had to just transcribe this real quick. I want to read it. I read it the other night. But I don't know. I think it's important. It's called Tom Sawyer Goes to College. American Poetry Apologizes to Trayvon Martin in 4 parts. 1. Ben Rogers chips his tooth on the apple. The visiting white poet says to me, I love your scene. It's so diverse. But I gotta say, just like everywhere else, I'm tired of black poets only writing about being black. Translation. I'm about to win this poetry slam with 3 Buddy Wakefield covers and people will call me an artist. C. Black folks, ghetto. White folks, historic district. C. White poet writes about race, enlightened. Black poet writes about race, expected. Spray tan when campaigning for the Latin vote. Translation. Higher record sales. C. Adele, the Rolling Stones, Justin Timberlake. Question. How can you be expected to engage in an open dialogue with a person who has stolen your voice? 2. Tom Sawyer Goes to College. March 2011 High School Poetry Workshop, Denver suburbs. By show of hands, how many people can tell me what the definition of manifest destiny is? Translation. Silence. By show of hands, how many people can tell me who said George Bush hates black people? Translation. Teacher does their best Mike Myers impression and we all put our hands in the air. So I hail another cab for my black friends in New York City and John and I get pulled over again for driving the speed limit in Nebraska. C. White friend, benefit of the doubt. Black friend, Oscar Grant. Columbine, tragedy. Oakland, statistic. C. White folks dressed in hoods, First Amendment. Black folks dressed in hoods, neighborhood watch. Part 3. Injun Joe moves back to the reservation. White kid says, my family had nothing to do with it. We moved here after slavery was abolished. I'm tired of having to feel guilty over something I had nothing to do with. Translation. I am history's trust fund baby. My father was an investor, never a CEO. I would love to donate my liver, but you could never have my heart. Post-racial America. Translation. Post-oxygen lungs. Remove the oil from the machine and the engine will seize, but somehow the wheel is still spinning. September 22nd, 1862, the wheel is still spinning. July 2nd, 1964, the wheel is still spinning. January 20th, 2009, the wheel is still spinning. C. 530 murders on Chicago's South Side since 2008. C. Romney almost wins the popular vote. Question. How can you put faith into a 21st century trust fall when so much of your family's history has been spent weightless? 4. Huck Finn sings along to the Wu-Tang Clan's Never Run Game. If a word was invented for the specific purpose of harming another person based on something that they cannot change, then that word is a weapon. C. Polite uses for a blackjack or a fire hose. C. Comedians who think that they're being cute. C. 4th grade sleepover at Jeff Brantley's house. Giggling along to NWA lyrics played at level 1 so our parents can't hear. So just bob your head like that gunshot is just another breakbeat. Can't wait to dance like that. Love it when they backspin on concrete. We think the style is tight so we cop the b-boy stance but never bother to notice if it's horizontal. Make the mistake chalk lines for graffiti and become street artists. So paint that fence, Tom Sawyer. Paint that fence. White as unscuffed sidewalks. Paint that fence. White as eyes rolling back into a head. Paint that fence. White as our fathers' necks. Their laughing throats bulging. Choking from the meat. Swaying like Mississippi oak branches on a windless night. So paint that fence, Tom Sawyer. Paint that fence. I'm sorry, Trayvon. If it had been me walking down that street, nothing would have happened. That monster would have regarded me as just another man and walked away. The sickness of it is that I would have done the same for him. I would have done the same for him. Thank you.